Hello everyone and very welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelica. I'm so happy you're here. Today I am going to show you guys my 10 top bronzers and I'm also going to rank them. I already have a video up where I do this with my blushes, but I couldn't rank my blushes because it was too hard. But my bronzers, I actually could rank them. So I have a 1 to 10, my top 10 bronzers in my collection. So I hope you are excited to see this. And if this is the first time here, I'm so happy you're here. This channel is almost all about makeup. I love makeup. We're gonna rank some bronzers. I love face products. I love eyeshadow palettes. I love colorful as today. I love also neutrals. So if you love makeup as much as I do, I think you will enjoy my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. I upload 3 videos a week, but I think this Friday, I usually upload Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and I almost never miss an upload, but on Friday, I don't think I will have a video for you guys. I have a lot, like we're like selling our house and stuff, so I mean, yeah, I will not be able to have a video up on Friday, I think, but we're here today. So I have ranked my bronzers, as I said. So let's go ahead and get started. And I filmed this look, by the way. It's already up. It was on Monday. I talked about makeup releases and did this look. I really like it. But anyways, I am going to start at the bottom, bottom. These are my 10 favorite bronzers in my collection, so these are good. These are my favorites. But anyways, I'm gonna pick this one as number 10, and this is from Kiko Milano, and this is the Lost in Amalfi Baked Bronzer in Warm Melange. This is a baked bronzer, and this is so beautiful formula on this. Oh, the smell though is a little bit scented, so if you don't like perfumey scents, I don't think you will like the scent, but it doesn't bother me, this scent actually, but it is quite perfumey, but it is so good. This is a little more sheer, but it's also buildable. But I think this is the lightest shade they had in this collection, this baked formula, and I like warm bronzers. I'm just gonna tell you that straight away. So this is a warm bronzer. It's very, very soft, but it has some kind of sheen to it. A very soft sheen, not glittery at all, but just gives, you know, that luminosity to your skin a little bit, makes it a little more like healthy looking. And as I said, this is a very sheer formula, but you can build it up, as I said, and it's very flattering on the skin, and I really like this formula. As I said, you can see it's quite warm. It's almost like a yellowy orangey undertone to it, or honey, but I really love this one. Number 9 is a classic, you guys. I needed to have this one. This is the butter bronzer from Philosophia's formula, and yeah, I think this is just a regular one. I don't know, they have like a light also, and this is so smooth, you guys, and it's so good. Yeah, you all know, maybe, I don't know, am I going to be able to do swatches, like 10 swatches on this arm? We'll see. This, as you can see, now you can see this one is very like warm, have a yellowy undertone, and this is more neutral, and I love this one. It has the same like sheen to it, and they feel almost the same. No, this is more buttery, like in the formula. This is very smooth, but the Philosophia's formula is more buttery, but they have the same like sheen to it, so I feel like they are quite similar, but they have different undertones. But this is also very soft and beautiful, and I really love the butter bronzer. I mean, it always looks good on your skin. Number 8 is a very affordable, and it's from Revolution, and it's this one. This is the Mega Bronzer in Cool. The shade name is Cool, but it's not cool, so I mean cool tone, so I feel like this is quite a warm tone, but I love warm tone bronzers. But if you're just going for this name like Cool, you will be disappointed. But if you know this one is a more warm tone bronzer, it's perfect. It's so great. It's big pan, as you can see. It's very pigmented, but it blends so beautifully. And I know Revolution like products, face products that I have used and love, they are usually very pigmented but very easy to blend out, so it's not a problem. But this one is really good. I really love this formula of this bronzer, and you can see this is more pigmented than these two, but these are quite sheer. But I just feel like this is a beautiful shade. You can see it's not too red, it's not too orange, it's not too warm, it's not too cool, like cool tone. It's just like a perfect, it's a little bit warm tone, but I love that. But it's not too much of anything. It's just perfect. So I really enjoy this one. And as I said, this is so affordable, this bronzer. And it's a lot in here, so this is super good. I really love this one. Next up we have a cream, or more like a cream to powder, and this is from Elf. This has been my favorite for quite some time since I bought it. I will leave it down below what the name is because it doesn't say on the packaging, but it's something with aqua infused bronzer blush duo, because this is a duo. And I'm just gonna talk about this bronzer here, but this blush is amazing as well. But this is a very weird formula because this feels like a cream, but it is a cream to powder, so it will give you like a very airbrushed feeling or airbrushed look to your skin. It will blend out effortless, like it's so easy to blend out to the skin, and just because it has this formula, it's very easy, I feel like anyway, and it's just beautiful. It looks so good on the skin, and it's a beautiful shade as well. You can see it's also a little bit of warm tone. This has a more like terracotta, like a warm, a little more red in it compared to these, but it's so beautiful, and you look so beautiful and like healthy with this on. And yeah, super great formula. I really enjoy this one. If this one would go bad for any reason because it's a little more like cream, I would buy a new one, because I know I can get it in Sweden anyway, and I hope you can get it like where you live if you are looking for like this one. But it's so good, guys. Number 6 is very expensive bronzer, but I have to include it because I really love and enjoy this bronzer a lot, and it's from Charlotte Tilbury. It's this big bronzer. So this is the airbrushed bronzer, and this is in medium. This is a matte bronzer. Usually I don't like super matte bronzers, but with this one I really love, and I can always like highlight my face or have like a glowy base before I use this one. So I mean, it's not a problem. I can have a glowy blush on top of it, but this is how it looks. And as I said, this is medium. I loved this, I think from the start actually. I just think it's like, it says airbrushed, and I can totally see why, because it gives like an airbrushed feeling. You look airbrushed with this bronzer on your face. Like, it's so easy to blend out, and it's so easy to get a very evenly and beautiful result. I don't think you can do anything wrong with this bronzer, and I know it's expensive. It's super expensive, but it is a big pan, so I don't know. If you just use one bronzer, now I have super many bronzers because I love bronzers, but if you just want to have one bronzer in your collection, and maybe you can splurge the money on this one because it will last for a long time. But let's swatch it. It's so smooth as well. I don't know, this formula is amazing. There's a lot of things from Charlotte that I really love, but I really love this bronzer. And as I said, this one you can build up as well. And this is how it looks. You can see it's a little more neutral leaning compared to the e.l.f. one that has more like this red undertone. So it's still warm, but it's just very, very flattering bronzer on the skin. And yeah, as I said, it looks so, so good on the skin. Okay, number 5. This is a cream, and this is from Soul Body. I really have been enjoying this one. This is quite new to my collection. I think this is the newest bronzer I own, but I have used it almost every day since I got it, and that is, yeah, that is good. That is why it's top 5. And this is the Face and Body Bronzing Balm in Light. I can see myself getting one shade deeper, but this is beautiful. This gives a very warm, like, tone to it. So I usually use this one as a base, and then I put another bronzer on top of this because it's a little bit light, but for me that is like a light to a light medium. I'm not at the light fair, I'm more like a light medium, but it's just beautiful. I don't know, it's so great, like formula. I just put my brush in there and just, it's so easy. It's so easy. I don't have to worry like blending out because it blends out super easy, and it smells so good. Oh my god, it smells like coconuts and like tropical vacation. Don't we need that now? I feel like I need it. But it's very balmy. It's very smooth and balmy, and maybe that's why it's super creamy, and maybe that's why it's so easy to blend out to your skin. So if you are afraid of creams, this is very easy cream bronzer. You don't have to worry about getting patchy or anything. I just slap it on very sloppy and it looks great. And here you can see like this leans a little more, as I said, this is very, very warm. So if you don't like super warm bronzers, you probably won't like this one in Light. I don't know how the other shades are, maybe they are more cool tone, but this one is super warm. As you can see, it has a little more yellowy orangey undertone to it, and you can definitely see that on the skin, but I think that looks good on me anyway. If you have another undertone that don't look good with bronzers that goes towards this yellowy orangey shade, I don't think this particular one is good for you, but maybe there is something else in this range because they had a lot of shades. But I love it, and it's so good, and it's a lot of product. I'm just gonna show you because you have this, let's see here, this plastic lid, and it's so much in here. I don't know how, and I've used it. I have maybe a dent to it. I don't know if you can see, but I have used it like every day, and still I don't know. I cannot see myself like hitting pan on this one anytime soon. I don't know if I ever will, but it is a favorite of mine, and it's number 5. So number 4, guys, is from Ofra. I love this one. This is in collaboration with Samantha March and Ofra, and this is River. This is the bronzer duo in River. I'm gonna show you because it has 2 sides. So it has a matte side and a shimmery side, and I love that because I love bronzers that has a little more like sheen to it, like luminosity, glow, and this is perfect. You can swirl your brush or you can dip into both. This is quite pigmented though, so you have to be careful. I don't swirl a lot in this one. I just take my brush and just put it in the both sides very like gently. But it's beautiful. Maybe I should give you like, yeah, I'm just gonna do like this, swirl my finger in it because that's how I do it. But you can dip into the matte side or you can dip into the shimmery side if you want, or just mix them together as I usually do. This is also very more like a more red undertone to it, but I really like it. As I said before, I really love warm bronzers, and this is, yeah, this is just stunning. It has like this sheen to it, and it's quite pigmented, but it has a little reddish red undertone to it. I hope you can see that. I don't know, but it looks so good. It looks like I have been out in the sun, and I really like that feeling, especially now when I do want to be in the sun, but we don't have any sun. I do enjoy this one so much, and this is also a little bit more newer to my collection. I didn't buy this when they released it. I bought it actually, I don't know when, but not too long time ago. Well, now it's probably a few months, but I really enjoy this one, and I think it's a great bronzer. Samantha did a great job with this one. So now we have number 3. We are getting there. So this one, this is so good. This is my number 3. This is the Essence Sun Club Natural Glow Bronzing Powder, and this is in the shade Warm Tone. They have, is it Cool Tone maybe? But they have another shade as well. This is so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know where to begin. It's smooth like nothing else, and it blends like, it looks airbrushed. It feels like it is similar to the Charlotte Tilbury formula, like the airbrushed feeling when you put this on. I can't explain it. It's just so freaking good, and it's affordable as well. I have tried to find it like in the US sites, because I can buy it in Sweden on Swedish sites, but it was quite difficult, I think, if to find it in the US. I'm not sure, guys, but I need to have it in this ranking, because this is one of my favorite bronzers, because this is top 3. This is number 3, I mean. It's a little more cool tone, as you can see with the other ones. I think this is the most cool tone bronzer. Oh, maybe this one as well. This one is a little more cool tone, but it has this smoothness to it, and it has a little bit of sheen to it as well. So it looks super healthy. It looks so amazing. Oh, I just love the formula of this one. It looks amazing. Now when I'm talking about it, I do want it in my Shop My Stash, so I'm gonna use it this week. What can I say? It's just a perfection when it comes to bronzer. It looks amazing, feels amazing, applies amazing. Yeah, what can I say? It's amazing. So number 2, guys. Yeah, this is so good. This is the Milk Makeup bronzer in Baked. So this is a cream bronzer. I have mine like a small one. This looks so messy, you guys. Oh my god. It looks so dirty, but I use it a lot. So if I run out of this, because I don't think how much I have left in this one, this mini one, I'm gonna buy a new one. Maybe a mini one as well, because this big one, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use that up before it goes bad. But anyways, I will try to swatch this one. It's a cream. It's a cream, so I need to like shear it out a little bit, because you don't like do like this. You usually blend it out like this. Yeah, so maybe this swatch is okay, but this is such a good bronzer. It looks so good as well. It blends beautifully, and the tone is just so perfect. It's not too warm, but it's not cool tone either. It's just something in between, a little more warmer than cool tone, but I feel like, but it just looks so freaking natural. I feel like when I use this bronzer, I definitely look so good. I don't know how to explain it. It just looks so good, and I always feel beautiful when I use this bronzer, and it makes such a difference when I put this on. And it's easy to blend out as well. It's so easy. If you are afraid of creams, I think this bronzer, if you try this one or the Soul Body, you will not have a problem, I believe. With the right brush and everything, you just blend it out, and it goes so fast, and it's so, I can't find the words. It's just so beautiful. That's what I'm trying to say. And I love this undertone. I can't explain it. It's not leaning towards anything more than just the perfect bronzer shade. I just love it. I absolutely adore it. I definitely gonna buy a new one if this one goes bad or if I run out of it, because probably I will run out of it before it goes bad. But yeah, you know what I mean. I'm gonna buy a new one. So guys, number one, can you guess? I have for all of these years I have had a YouTube channel. I think I bought this one very early, so I have raved about this for years and years now, and it's still my number one bronzer in my collection to this day. And yeah, it's this one. It's the Too Faced Sweetheart bronzer. So yeah, this is Sweetheart bronzer, the Sweet Tea, and I don't think you can get it anymore. That's so sad. I think there was a subscriber that told me that it's discontinued, and I understand. I mean, they have had it for such a long time, and new things comes to the market. Maybe they can't have it like forever and ever, but it makes me so sad because I do want to have a backup of this one. But you can see I haven't hit pan yet, and thank God for that, but I don't know how much it is left actually. Anyways, it's a split pan. It's these two shades here. It has some luminosity to it as well, like sheen to it, glowiness, but not glittery. It's just super smooth. It looks amazing on the skin. That's why it is at number one place, because it's buildable as well. Now I build it up really dark here, I feel like, but yeah, you can see it's just perfection. In my opinion, this is perfection. You just look like a glowy goddess, but not too glowy, but just like healthy glowy, and it's so smooth on your skin, and it's just perfection. I love and adore this bronzer. It's a little more like, these are way warmer. This one may be the most cool tone here actually, but it doesn't look cool tone on my skin, and I don't like cool tone bronzers. Like I love like a warmer tone to it, but this one is just, it looks amazing. Looks amazing, looks natural, and perfection. So I would say this one is definitely my number one, because I have ranked it number one when it comes to powders, and when it comes to creams you have number two here. It's the Baked Bronzer from Milk Makeup. So these are the two, like my favorite ones in my whole collection. And yeah, all of these bronzers are my top 10 favorites, but these here are more like my absolute favorite ones, and they are just the bronzers I'm gonna have until they go bad, and if I can repurchase them I will. But I am a little bit sad that this one, my number one, is discontinued, but what can you do? But I'm gonna give you a close-up of all these bronzers. So now you've seen all my 10 favorite top 10 bronzers. I'm gonna do this with face palettes as well. I love face palettes. Like face palettes and like blush and contour and highlighting palettes as well. They are going to be included, but I love them, as I said. But I'm going to do that a little bit later, because I don't have my collection right here, because as I said before, we're going to sell our house, so I have just packed them in boxes and put them away for a while now. So I don't have them here, so I will do that as soon as I can bring them back. But anyway, enough talk about that, and I really hope you have enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you have, then I know. And as I said in the beginning, don't forget to subscribe. I will love to have you here, and maybe there will not be a video on Friday, but I will see you on Monday. So take care and have a lovely weekend, and yeah, I see you on Monday. Bye.